I have a pitch, Brokeback Mountain, but instead of them being rugged cowboys who are like putting on that air, they are both like theater directors who don't have wives.
Ooh.
Can you imagine how hard that would go?
Just like two gay guys?
Yeah, just two really gay guys. And maybe they're like on a mountain for some reason. We don't know.
Right, like
why.
on vacation. They're like,
That movie would be over in 15 minutes.
11 seconds of them like driving happily.
I'm really happy we did this.
It's the Dumbed Down Podcast.
Dumbed down.
Okay, I'll bite. What's Wi-Fi?
Dumbed down.
A lot of people don't know this, but space is actually huge.
Dumbed down.
And then she named her kid Bagel.
Dumbed down.
You know how the stock market works? No. Yeah, me neither.
Dumbed down.
Ethan, how's your week? How you doing?
I'm now a remote worker, which is so bizarre. It's crazy
Congratulations.
how the days will get away from you. Today, where I was like, I had such a busy day, I went to the gym. Period.
That's it.
Went to the gym for somehow 3 hours. Went to the Stand, which is a great place to get a chicken teriyaki. And then my day was done.
I completely relate.
How does that happen?
It's that feeling. It's because you're on your phone.
I
I honestly think if you're
was.
not on your phone, it's fine. The feeling of like being exhausted from looking at a screen and not having gotten any work done, that's me. That's me on my phone.
I guess. But I wasn't. I put on a podcast.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you. And
What
an audiobook.
what podcast?
I put on like 3 podcasts and an audiobook all at the same time.
Whoa.
No, all at separate times.
Different
but I couldn't
years.
commit to a single one. I was listening to Just Kids, the Patti Smith book,
Cool.
because I'm moving to New York.
I feel like it would be, oh wait, you're moving to New York.
Oh, that's a big thing this week.
This is huge.
right. I think I'm moving to New York.
Ethan's moving to New York. Guys, it's pretty sad for us
Former hometown of
Angelinis.
Dash Turner.
Oh, speaking of.
Not hometown, but yes.
Oh, right. Former
Residence.
residence.
9 years.
Right. Actually,
believe
hometown.
you haven't introduced
Right.
him.
We haven't introduced him yet.
Oh,
Hometown's actually Chico, California.
Oh, look at
Really
that.
good work.
Hey,
You're doing
let's
really
go.
Yeah.
good.
You really studied your flashcards.
I
before
did.
this.
My wiki.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Wiki feet.
He was changing all the
My friend
entries.
Courtney O'Donnell found out this week that a few people have made a wiki feed for her. She got
I want that.
a rating of 2.75 stars.
Out of 10?
Lower than Regis Philbin. I checked, bitch. He's at 2.8, and you see some comments in there that are some of the most sexual and generous. It's people who love Regis's feed. Courtney is not getting.
Is
that.
she- is it
Courtney
out of
getting
5 or
dunked
10?
on Out of 5.
Okay. Better.
That's still a failing
But
grade.
not great.
If you're watching this, Courtney, honey, I love your feed.
That's crazy.
Somebody I think was like in her Facebook,
That's
which is cool.
I
That's
would
so
still
wild.
rather be on that site and be recognized than and have a low rating than not be on that site.
Right.
Right.
I just want to be known.
To be like known and reviled instead of never known at all.
And I do have good feet. I think.
I don't think you do. I've
You
never
haven't seen
one in my
them?
life.
Whip him out.
Maybe
Let's
as a
see
tree
one.
at the end of the episode. No, okay.
Flop.
Like they're pretty good.
You have no arch.
What are you talking about?
Well, I can't see the side that the arch is on. There's no way for you to
These
make
bad
this
boys
angle
back
work, man.
in.
I like the angularity of your big toe. I'll give you that.
Anyway, yes, I made the decision this week, or like I've been soft launching a move to New York, and now I'm kind of hard launching in that I posted on my Instagram story saying, if anyone wants my cats, can you please take them from me?
Can
Do
I
you-
say something with no hatred of my heart whatsoever?
Yeah.
You have soft, hard, medium launched moves to New York upwards of a dozen times in the past year.
This
And
one's real because now I don't really have a job.
You do.
I say that
The
unofficially.
show is going to be coming back like 3 months
in
after you get there.
April.
So you're not moving. You're doing like a summer.
Okay,
like,
let's welcome our guest,
internship.
Dash Turner.
Thanks, y'all.
Welcome to the show, Dash Turner. Welcome
Dash
to Dumb
Turner
Down.
from Chico, California.
From Chico,
California.
Wow. Northern California. 100 miles north of
Dash
Sacramento.
and I worked together on a show called Crapopolis.
Yes.
He was a writer. I was an assistant.
And then after that season, I departed
Yes.
to go back to the other show that I was writing for.
Yes.
And
Solar opposites.
Yes.
Look at me, I did my
You
homework.
did-
That
You were on
is
the
good
wiki
as hell,
too.
y'all. My reps reached out. My subscribers. Treat him nicely. He's afraid of XYZ.
Yes.
Don't
Only
bring
give
me
him
some-
Scandinavian swimmers.
Right. I am having Trader Joe's treats for the first time ever, really.
Whoa.
And
They are masters of treats. I went in today to a Trader Joe's and it smelled like pumpkin. That's another thing I did.
They're
went to
really
Trader Joe's. They're
doing the autumn
pumping the
seasonal
pumpkin.
stuff.
Yeah.
I got
What
a
season right
pumpkin
now?
soup.
Oh,
it's
fall.
fall.
Pumpkin.
Right.
Just fall.
All pumpkin.
I've never engaged with like pumpkin spice stuff really.
In that you've never had one, or you don't care about it.
It's not like I don't care about it because that is so like 2013 of a point of
Right.
view. It's more like I'm so like virginal to ever having tasted it that gun to my head couldn't tell you what pumpkin spice tastes
Right.
like.
right.
And that I think is a fresh POV, one that can't really be linked to a moment of time that has passed already.
No, that's very
That's
timeless.
new.
At the time, were the jokes
Resistance.
about like, I want a mocha double frap extra
Yeah.
large?
Oh my
Was that
God.
funny at the time?
No.
I think, well, I bet in like 1998, but then it kept getting strung along because it was
Right.
like, that happened in like Zoolander, right? Which I guess it
Right.
was maybe funny in. Haven't seen Zoolander. I've only seen the gas station scene where they set on fire. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You not
yeah.
seen Zoolander?
Yeah.
I referenced Zoolander this week as well because that song came on about where you kill the Malaysian prime minister when you hear it.
Oh, totally.
Relax, don't do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
that's the song. Yeah.
Anyway, basically, I feel like by the point that made the joke about orange mocha frappuccinos, it had already been old hat for years, probably.
Right.
And
Yeah.
people kept making them like through like the Mind of Mencia era.
Right.
Which
Mind
was
of
obviously a
Mencia.
defining shift for me.
I'm really glad you brought up Mind of Mencia. I'm really glad we brought that. here into
It's
the
so
space.
funny because he's not going to have the redemption arc, I don't think, and pretty much every other comic of his time has. Like Joe Rogan, who wasn't really a comic back then so much as he was like a Fear Factor host who happened to have done stand up in the
love Fear
past.
Factor.
Like Dane Cook, I feel like has a Twitch stream. Whoa, let's fucking go.
Who knew?
Who else is from that era actually? I just feel like older stand-up, like Ray Romano,
Right.
had a huge kind of like
you
prestige
know
acting
stand up
moment.
I loved during that time? Kevin Smith,
Never seen.
No.
who is
me neither.
now the King of Queens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is so funny. So many of those
Blart.
actors from that era who were kind of like, oh, they do like hacky shit or whatever. It's like they were like legends of their time. Like
Yeah.
Brad
Right.
Garrett, who I think was like on the Emmys last night.
I don't know who it is.
He was like the brother from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, yes.
He was like, I was
him
hearing
in
about this from
Malibu once.
Eitan, a friend of mine. Have you met him?
Yeah.
My Argentine friend
I like him.
who played soccer. Anyway,
Our producer,
yes,
Paloma.
you guys should meet
Argentine.
and link up and build something.
Wait. And
Link
kiss.
and build
Is
Queen.
he single?
He is basically engaged, but not really.
Shoot.
He's been dating this girl, Kathleen, who's fabulous for upwards of like 100 years. Where oh my god, Eitan was telling me that Brad Garrett, the brother from Everybody Loves Raymond, was like a like worshipable. He was like worshipped in the
Worship.
stand-up scene way back when as like a wunderkind, like when he was like 19.
Whoa.
Wow.
And he was like, I think he owns a comedy club now somewhere. He like was like a good stand. If you like look up his stand-up, like, he's like aged decently well, which is more than can be said for 95% of people working in that era.
Do you think it's still the case that if you're on a show like an Everybody Loves Raymond, you're set for life?
Yeah.
Like one good
Back
sitcom,
then,
like but
yes.
currently, I mean,
No.
if you're on,
Like Bob Hart's Abishola or whatever. Abishola?
Abishola.
I watched an episode of that. It was actually totally
What is a
decent.
live action sitcom right now?
Ghosts.
Ghost. If you're on Ghost, are you set for life?
I don't think Set for Life anymore because I
Right.
think you're not going to be getting as much residuals
Right.
as you would once upon a time. So you're going to be basically hoping that you hit the Powerball,
Right.
like the rest of us.
Right.
And it's going to work for me. Monopoly, like McDonald's Monopoly, I'm really praying that comes back.
What was the
so that
deal
I
with
can own a house one
that?
time.
The guy who scammed
life.
it. What was that documentary? Do you know
Oh,
what
I think it was
about?
like a
I
group of
remember
people
this,
who
yeah.
scammed it. I think it was like because all of them were scamming it, it was like too obvious.
And they like worked at McDonald's. Or,
Couldn't tell you, bitch.
Right.
And that's not my topic. How about you tell me?
Dash particularly needs the Powerball because he crashed his car this week.
Oh no.
I didn't
Well,
crash
okay,
my
sorry.
car. A woman crashed her Ford
the insurance
F-150
company's
into
gonna
my
watch
Honda
this.
Civic because she unfortunately did not yield before making her left turn.
Right.
All respect,
Horrible.
Queen.
Had a kid in the car.
Let's.
Oh.
Well, a 16
Yeah, I
year
think he
old.
was like 15, 16.
That's not a kid.
Yeah, he was like
Had a little
Grown.
baby in the car.
Baby
Yeah.
on
and
board.
Dash
no seatbelt, shot through
threw
the
the car
windshield.
over.
Oh, God.
This is all going to be redacted.
Did a front flip,
until
landed on his
AAA gives me
feet.
money. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. Are you
It
injured at all?
is- No, I'm completely fine.
Thank God.
Airbags
And
deployed.
so I'm not saying, yeah, airbags,
Airbags
did deploy.
deployed.
And it smelled crazy in there because airbags have dust on them or like powder. I was telling you about this. It like lubricates the airbag. I didn't know that. So I was just like, is my car on fire? Is that why it's filled with smoke?
Whoa.
No, it was actually when you get T-boned in the airbags, not T-boned. I would say like angle-boned.
Nice.
Whatever, right?
Angle bone.
Angle-boned,
Angle
cave-boned,
bones.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
Hell
Rear
yeah.
side swiped.
Yeah. It wasn't a
No,
side
it
swipe.
wasn't a swipe.
No, because it
Side-
was like
side
into.
boned.
It was like side boned.
Yeah.
Diagonal bone.
Right.
Diagonal bone.
I would love to get a protractor and just go to fucking town and figure out, what did she do really mathematically?
I haven't used a protractor in so long.
I bet it feels damn good to find
It
like
does.
a sign and like a tangent.
There was something recently, not even recent, like a year ago, where I used the Pythagorean theorem. And I was like, that's sick.
Wait, did you do it as like a bit though, or was it
No,
like
like
genuinely to
somehow
help
I
you?
genuinely knew the height of something and the distance from something.
Oh,
and I was like,
totally.
I need to know the.
Well, yeah, a squared plus b squared.
It would've
Right.
that would have been
Like-
great if you were like in a serious bind. Like
Right.
you,
Yeah,
like in
totally.
order to, I don't know, get to where you were going,
Right.
you had to use the Pythagorean
and the
theorem.
place you're going is a direct diagonal from where you are.
Oh wait, for like fitting shit in a room, that actually is so something you would do,
In what?
right?
Say more about
Well,
that.
if you know the.
If you go like the dimensions or whatever of like the length and width of a room, and you're buying like a carpet or like something that needs to go in
Yes.
the middle of the room, it is helpful to know
Yeah.
the diagonal length.
Yeah.
Okay, I do want to say the one thing that sets Mind of Mencia apart from the other
Yes,
comics
yes.
of that time.
Speak on that, please.
and
Redeem him.
the reason why I can understand how a redemption arc is harder to pull off
Mm-hmm.
is that the whole bit was revolved around making fun of mentally disabled people.
Yeah, the catchphrase
entire
that none of us
shtick.
can
That's
repeat.
what the. Oh.
It was that
Entire
was like the
shtick.
backbone
I
of it. It
have
was like the
forgotten who
musculature as
Mencia
well,
was.
and then it was a lot of also like I think troubling ethnic attitudes towards minorities, which is interesting coming from him.
just
obviously.
all minorities.
I don't think. Who am I to pass judgment as somebody who can't remember ultimately more than like 2 bits from it?
Yes,
And we're in a brave new world. So.
absolutely.
Oh, but you have Zins. Sorry.
Yeah,
Didn't
you
are you
expect.
are you a Zinner?
I'm all good right now, but thank you. There was a period of time where all of my Chico friends, hometown,
Mm-hmm.
were like so radically addicted to Zin that they were falling asleep with Zin in their mouth, and then they would like swallow it in their sleep.
Oh,
and they would wake up and there would be like no more Zin in their mouth.
That's crazy.
That was also my friend Eric, who was a foot streamer on Twitch.
What?
He would dress up. He looked like Mexican Jesus because he's Mexican, has like long hair and a beard, and he would dress up as Jesus. Be really good at Call of Duty and stream that, but also he would have a foot cam underneath his
Not a
desk
foot cam.
that would be like inset in the corner. And he had like women subscribing to him. And
Really?
I'm probably mad.
Whoa.
We have no way to know.
I always
never
assumed
He was
the,
making money.
the Kinksters are men.
I was gonna say I've never
Yeah.
even fathomed a woman with a foot fetish.
No.
But of course.
I think it might have been like friendships of his, but I'm gonna hype him up. I bet there were strangers there. Mm-hmm. And actually, I know
I
there
mean,
were
if someone's
strangers there.
paying.
your friends all supporting you by streaming
Yeah,
your
exactly.
foot cam.
By buying your
pretending to be
nudes.
women, yeah. No, he had like legit women.
I had a friend who did OnlyFans who I invested because I was curious, but also then like the money goes to them. I think it's
Right.
a proper thing to do.
Does it get
and
taxed
they,
like
they
a
know
motherfucker?
your.
Yeah.
They know
I guess you
your-
could just Venmo your friend and like ask them to send
Right.
you a nude.
Wait, can they see if you're like looking at the photos?
I don't think so.
You can actually do that to any friend. They
Right.
don't have to have an OnlyFans.
You can
Right.
just
You
Venmo your
them
friends.
and say
Totally.
send nudes.
Wait, by the way, a friend of mine today, Lance is his name, was checking in. He was like, "Hey, what's going on with you getting T-boned by your truck or by that truck?" And I was like, it was kind of more of a side bone. I like started like engaging with him.
Here we
And,
go back to the
you and the
hypotenuse.
side bone.
and then the second I replied, he like hopped on his Venmo and like hit the remind because I had forgotten to pay him back for like drinks a week ago. And it's like, you know damn well that this is
crazy.
not kosher.
That is so fucking aggressive.
Damn
I will
shame
say
that was.
Venmo has started reminding people without you hitting it. I'm not going to say this is what happened to your friend because that'd be very coincidental.
Ethan,
but it
honey,
has
your
started doing
friends are
that.
lying to
no,
you.
no.
They are
I wasn't
hitting it.
with you. I was with you or Amanda, and a reminder like went through on one of our phones, and we weren't on our phones. And I was like, I didn't do this. Like it
Whoa.
paints me in a bad
Okay,
light.
so it was you who did it.
I don't know.
Obviously.
Wait, we need to get the word out about this because I feel
'Cause
like
it makes you
setting a
seem like an
reminder
asshole.
is a thing that
Yes.
means something. And if people don't know this, then friendships are getting ruined.
Did you
around the
send me
world
one
right
this
now.
week?
No.
I got
did not
a
s-
reminder from you.
Maybe there's something in the settings that we got to futz with, but
Yeah.
that's not okay.
It's really?
I think it's you.
I think it's you then.
You might have it set to like.
Maybe I do. I don't
auto
know.
remind.
He's going fib mode right now. He knows what he did.
Whoa.
You'll never know. Maybe I did do
But
it.
so maybe your
That's
friend did
fucking
that, but
crazy.
probably not.
Lance would do that.
But it's even more fucked up of your friend to check in on you and then hit remind, I think.
You don't know what he's like. I will just say that.
He's the nicest guy in the world.
He's so sweet.
I was saying before coming on this pod that you're the perfect middle ground. You're a perfect first guest because you are straight by culture, gay bisexuality, and
Yes.
Ben is gay by culture, straight
Totally.
bisexuality.
Well, can I say my outlook on this, actually? Is that I think so many gay guys, no offense, have the wrong tack where they like want to have feminine interests, but talk about it in like a like cloyingly or like have a kind of a masculine air to them, where they like talk straighter and like are like they are masculine and have feminine tastes. What I think is so much more fun, as shown to me by my own mother, who is a huge like college football stan and is fundamentally like has like mannish interests in that way, is that to be really feminine, but then to really like guy stuff is awesome.
Right.
I love
it's
that.
And to
way
be
more
operating in that
subversive.
space. Right. Well, it's like me logging in to Call of Duty, which I've talked about millions of times before, and being big gay honey, or what I later became after that got banned, which was mama, and having like a pretty good KD, like a 2.2 KD, which is good for a gay guy.
That's kill death.
Yeah, kill death ratio.
Okay.
I was like, that's like top 1%, which is really funny.
That's crazy.
And to be like this effeminate gay man, like squawking in the mic or whatever,
Screaming
my
at
teammates.
13-year-olds.
Yeah, no, it's actually a Call of Duty is men.
Okay.
And Fortnite is like children. And
Do you ever
Rebels
call
is
people
children.
gay while you're playing?
No, but you can go a lot deeper. One time I found a guy's Instagram and I was making fun of how bad he looked on his wedding day.
That's crazy.
I was like, your wife deserves better. Like, you looked like shit, brother. You can tear people down in
Oh
more
my God.
expansive ways.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's
Wait,
amazing.
can you talk more about the gay guys who have
Yes.
straight, who have
Well,
feminine
I mean,
just
I
but
think
talk
it's
about
like
it in
the
a straight
general.
way?
I think it's not that they're like talking about that in a straight way. It's like I think gay guys aspire to be like to kind of be like masculine,
Right.
But then they
But
also
they
indulge
choose
like
to-
diva worship,
Right.
And they indulge like these interests, like theater or whatever. That are, by the way, I
Like-
say this so much love. Do your thing, girls. But for
Like-
me, it's just been a fun kind of like life path for me to not do that.
Right. Like, who are you tricking? You're not DL
not-
and
right.
and watching Housewives.
Totally.
Sort of
Did you
thing.
go through a phase of ever being like, well, I'm gay, I should be different, and then like accepting yourself with all your interests?
Accepting your straight passions.
Well,
You know what I'm
actually, once this is can I take a long walk
Please.
to get to the answer for that?
Yes,
So
walk
in
us
terms of
there.
like being a little bit oppositional, I once upon a time, you were gonna remember this. I was on a gay podcast where
right now?
Not this one. I was on a gay podcast called Straight Lab,
Yes.
where I was kind of like I wanted to like have a villain edit, and I'm also kind of just like I love pushing people's buttons because I'm like a little brother, IRL, because I have an older sister. Do you guys? Okay, anyway, is that clear?
That's
anyway,
Oh yeah, we did our research. We know.
Right, okay, cool.
We know her.
So basically, I went in there really oppositional and was like kind of like poking at my friends who were the hosts or whatever. And I did see my friends who like saw me sharing the story or whatever were like sending me Spotify reviews of the episode that were like terrible guest, terrible guest, terrible guest. This guy's a fucking loser. Like this guy is one of the worst guests this podcast has ever had. There was one woman who wrote like a 3-paragraph like thesis on how bad I was as a guest. And she was like, you know, like, I think it's really pathetic that people like him bring this toxic energy. Like, he needs to open himself up and like let the softer part of his soul out there. And it's like, bitch, I looked up her poetry, by the way, because I found her. Within, by the way,
I'm sensing a theme
30
here.
seconds, I found her full legal name and her home address. And I
Don't
was
talk shit
reading.
on Dash
You
or
will
dox you
crush,
and your
yeah, like
family.
immediately
She
dox.
Talk
has
shit on your
no
wedding day.
idea how much I have it on a Google Doc, by the way. So anyway, I found her
Ready
poetry
to
because
leak.
she's like an aspiring poet or whatever the fuck. Some of the most boring, droll writing I've ever seen in my life. It's hackneyed. It's like your topics are honestly overdone. Your perspective is tired. It's wasteful to be writing. Like you should be in the mines, bitch. I'm sorry.
You need to prank her by like having a podcast of your own,
Legit.
inviting her on, not having her realize who you are. You're in disguise.
Yes.
You have her on, and then you read her poetry.
Yeah,
to her.
start a poetry
Yes.
podcast.
I think I could do the longest con of all time. Easily 6-7 years of me hosting a podcast with
Right.
her. And then it
Taking
eventually
off my
becomes, then it becomes
8
clear
years
what I'm
in,
really doing.
you take off
But-
one small mustache.
So basically, in terms of me being oppositional, I think as a younger sibling, I always had fun being a teaser or whatever.
Right.
But I think it was actually good to have that kind of like POV when you're like a gay guy, because being oppositional, you're not afraid to kind of like live life more honestly, y'all. Or like you're not afraid to just like do things that are weirder. And I think
Right.
things that are weirder can oftentimes be more fulfilling for many people because we all have different interests, whatever. This didn't really
agree.
coherent anything. I'm operating on like 2 hours.
No, I
of this
hear
right
what
now.
you're saying though, because I asked
Totally.
you the question of like, did being the way you are with like having the interests you have that don't necessarily align with like the conventional straight person,
Right.
Sorry, gay
Gay
person.
Totally.
Was that something that you like had to embrace at
Okay.
some point? And you were saying
It
you're
was like
oppositional.
it was mildly on purpose, and also it was like I'm sure like a lot of gay guys are raised this way, but like my parents like had me in all the sports leagues growing up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I was doing Christian basketball, evangelical basketball, Upward Bound was the name of the league.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Fabulous. I was like doing soccer, baseball every day. I was cross country, which is kind of the gay sport now,
right.
which is like
Because skinny.
right. Well, the U.S. track and field team, like a lot of the best male runners are gay guys now, and it's like, when did we decide this was what we were gonna do from now on?
Interesting.
I've never cared about a sports team or like I've never
Really?
known like a sport. I've never known the roster of a team.
Totally.
Anything
That's
like
sad.
that.
Because you're from like New York.
also have never
I
known
know.
that.
Any
Where are
roster
you
of any
from?
team.
No, New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
You like should be an Eagles fan.
I am.
You're not. Are you?
No, I'm not.
As a Raiders fan, I can't relate.
Fuck. There is a thing of the being gay in itself is kind of countercultural in a sense, but it's become obviously so big and monocultural that there is no that the subversive thing to do is then go back
Yeah.
to the other side and
Right.
be straight as a gay guy.
Exactly.
Which, although now that's being kind of taken because now every guy
Yes.
in Brooklyn is wearing long shorts
Right.
and like a trucker hat and like presenting as
So
straight.
I have actually flipped already one more full rotation around. I started kind of being kind of more classic gay femme
Right.
years ago as a result of seeing other gay guys kind of doing that. And now
Right.
I'm kind of actually going back
your
already
roots.
to the masculine side of things, but it's okay that I'm doing it because I'm one rotation
Wow.
ahead of every. Does that make sense?
Yes, of course.
Right.
You're 180 degrees.
Exactly. Or 360.
You're
yeah.
a sine. You're a cosine away.
I've lapped them,
Hypotenuse
basically.
away.
So even if I appear from the outside to be actually mimicking what a lot of other gay guys are doing, know that something much crazier is happening, which is I
Right.
am being so far in the future
Yeah.
that you can't even tell that
You're
I'm
from the
playing
future.
4D chess with
seriously.
these guys.
Yeah.
50, 60.
So okay, you play Call of Duty. You like sports.
Yes.
What else? What else?
What else?
Well,
He's
I don't want to.
Are you trying to lead me
I
on?
don't want to give it away. But
what?
Oh, skateboarding?
you skateboard.
Oh, yes. Okay.
When did you
So-
start
Do we want
skateboarding?
to? Are we doing
I was like-
topics?
Are we doing topics?
Dumb down.
So here's my thing as somebody who started skateboarding age like 5, which is so funny.
I'm with you, dude.
Yeah.
Also
It
that
is,
young.
Period. So basically, what was funny about me growing up is that do you remember Tommy Pickles from Rugrats? The bald
course.
bitch who had like
Of
no
course.
swag.
Right.
So
No swag.
he was like swagless.
Swagful.
No.
He was
Did you
the
see All
leader
Grown Up,
of the
Bitch?
pack.
He was the leader of the pack purely by birthright.
Am I allowed to say they were hot and all grown up?
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
thank you.
abstracted. It's like saying like it's like how furries are kind of like
I just
Hot.
this just
Yeah.
unlocked a memory
Hot,
of seeing
but,
a behind the scenes episode on Rugrats All Grown Up, and a big part of that episode was a bunch of the people who made it arguing on whether they thought it was the right decision for Tommy Pickles All Grown Up to have hair.
oh yeah, totally.
Wow.
A lot of them were like, I just don't think like it made sense. Like Tommy Pickles not having hair was like his whole thing. Like I thought we could have made it work.
Yeah,
Did
he
they-
has like
they give him
severe
hair?
alopecia.
They gave him hair.
One of my Call of Duty friends has alopecia totalis.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That bitch don't got hair,
Sick
y'all.
name.
I asked him if
Totalis
he had
is the
pubes.
part
He
where
said he
you
had like
don't
one
have-
or two.
No,
I
that's
was like,
his
that is
name on
crazy.
Call of Duty.
Alopecia totalis sounds like
Totalis.
a scary
Right.
disease.
I know that sounds like an Elden Ring villain.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Alopecia totalis.
Like that's the dragon that swoops in and like one hits you.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I started skating age. How did we get there? Why did I bring up? Oh, Tommy Pickles. I brought it because I also, like him, was pigeon-toed growing up. So my feet like went. It wasn't like clinically like I need help,
Right.
like medically, but it was like I had to consciously like not stand with my feet facing each other. And even now, if you watch me walking, you will actually be able to clock my T, which is that I have a crazy gait
Pigeon
because I don't think I
toe.
fully ever grew out of it.
Did you ever wear like a brace for that?
No, it wasn't like severe.
Yeah.
It was more just like mildly annoying.
Right.
But like I would like trip over myself when I would like run and shit like that, which was so funny. But things like skateboarding were helpful because basically you have to figure out how to balance on one leg while like moving and like adapting to like the way that like the forces of the board. Anyway, not to get nerdy about it, I started skating back then. I continued skating kind of off and on through like elementary, middle school. All of my friends then quit. I kept doing it despite that as kind of a radical act of like, I don't know, obstinance, I guess. Obstinacy.
Sure.
Obstetrician.
Yes. Period. I continued doing it as like the only person still doing it. I think it was also funny because it's like nobody else in my class really was skating, and it's like, why is the one gay kid, not one, but one of like the few like femme gay kids still skating? Like none of the straight guys are doing. Anyway, there was a weird thing that was happening in Chico because of me, gender-wise. But anyway, so basically, I then had to stop in college because it was like East Coast winter, like snow on the ground, and also cobblestone everywhere.
Were you ever a
And-
penny boarder?
No,
Okay.
not to be a massive hater.
Okay.
Thank you.
No.
I got scared.
The thing about people who ride non-skateboards and think they're skateboarders is there's no way to really get through to them. It just doesn't click. It's like how if you don't learn like perfect pitch by age like 8, you can't get
Right.
it. It's like these people don't understand that riding a longboard is tacky as fuck.
What's the difference between it being a mode of transit and a semi-art form, some
Right.
could call it?
Well, see, I'm actually kind of doing both, but
Right.
when I was in New York, so after college, I started using a skateboard in like Brooklyn as transit.
Well, can you do it?
And-
You could do tricks.
Yeah,
Okay.
not like a ton.
But then
there was
it's
actually a period of
allowed.
time I lost my tricks for like years, and I was like trying to get them back for years.
I think if
Now we're in a
you
good
are
place.
only using it as a mode of transit, that you should be using a longboard
No.
or
Well,
a penny
well,
board.
No.
What's nice is actually putting like soft
scooter.
wheels
Yes, exactly.
on a skateboard.
They're
and
like-
it's kind of like a longboard.
There's a brand called Ricta that makes these honestly tacky wheels called Clouds that are meant basically to be
Right.
extremely smooth, like longboard style.
Why
If
not
you
get a
ride them, that
scooter?
is kind of like. Do you know what swag is?
Clearly not. If you ask
This
that
is like
question.
crazy.
Wait, Dash, do you remember the first time you dropped in?
Yes.
Where were you? Paint a picture.
Well, actually, in Chico, I like learned how to roll in and then didn't learn how to drop in for a long time. By the
Roll-
way, forgot
roll-
how to drop in, was not able to drop back in.
Roll
like,
in over
2022.
coping?
Yeah.
That's crazy to
Which
me.
is crazy.
I remember the kids learning that before dropping in. I'm
Yes.
like, what the fuck? Because
Well-
it's so easy to catch your back truck.
Yes. And yet I was like watching other kids roll in. I wasn't really watching anybody like drop in because it's
What
like
is
the
rolling
Chico
in?
skate park was
You're-
dog
you're
shit.
Just rolling off the ledge.
Rolling in is just like riding in. You kind of
Yeah.
ride off and then into
Instead
it
of-
versus
Yeah.
like putting your tail on it and going.
Right.
That's a
Yeah.
drop in.
For me, it was less scary because it's like, well, I already have the momentum. So now I'm just like, I have to lean forward now.
Right.
And it honestly, like, it worked immediately. I like fell maybe once or twice in a way that was like knock the wind out of you.
Right.
But I manned up fast. And I think people were impressed to see this incredibly gay child really throwing himself over the edge.
Were you
I wanna know
visibly
how
gay at
gay
that
you
point?
were?
I was I did amp it up later, but I was like gay.
Like blonde?
Blonde? What
That's like gay child to me.
is blonde?
Any gay
Yeah.
child is blonde, or any
Yeah.
blonde child is gay.
Any gay child is blonde.
What about?
There's no blonde people really in my family. Unfortunately.
Like, how did you present as gay? Like you
Uh,
wore like
voice?
silly bands.
I think it was kind of like wrist stuff. It was also like where I was like staring. I think it was like
Staring?
general energy.
Right. Okay, but it wasn't. You weren't physically presenting as much gayer than any of the.
I mean, I
average
wasn't
child.
like sashaying and like like mini skirt.
You know what's
weren't
kind of gay
clickety-clacking.
is like the Rodney Mullen like doing a handstand.
Yes,
on the board.
that shit is so flamboyant.
Totally.
And, like, Daewon's
Skateboarder
song,
does a
it's-
handstand?
Yeah.
It's like freestyle skating or whatever
Yeah.
is what it's called, and it is. I think it's really appealing to people on Instagram Reels and like TikTok,
Right.
Because they don't know that is like not where the sauce is,
Right.
Right.
So God bless everybody who is falling prey to that in their
Sure.
algorithm. I
Sure.
pray you find better. But I also like a big part of skating is watching skate videos,
Right.
And
Gator. Like, I feel
right,
like
well, do you know Sci-Fi Fantasy? Did you watch the new video?
I don't think so.
Bitch. Okay, so I'm knowing a little bit more than you, and you're knowing a
Tell-
little bit more than him. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is
Yep.
That's
interesting.
helpful. Okay, so they just dropped a video like a couple weeks ago that is so. I don't want to say it's the best skate video ever, but it is like the team is great.
Oh, shit,
You know how
I'm
this
excited.
works?
Like yes.
Brands will sponsor skaters. They've basically formed a team. It's like Pro and Am and Flow, but Flow doesn't really matter right now.
I don't know. My
What's
my
the,
friend.
sorry, go ahead.
My friends growing up were all skaters, so I would just have to sit on the couch and watch them watch the barracks all the time.
Oh, totally.
And just like learn the names of these people that I didn't care about and like ask like why is it a fisheye lens and all that shit that does not actually pertain to me whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I have this much knowledge. So I'm keeping
Right.
up. I'm
Okay.
keeping up.
Okay.
One thing that you can pick up on as a like entry level viewer, one thing that you can watch for that is so easy to watch for is you can sometimes really tell a person's personality by how they push. And
Mongo. What's that?
Good work.
That's a
pulled
good
that
word.
out.
You typically, honestly, I would say there's initial pushback against that because it is like the tacky way to push or whatever. But there's like a swaggy way to push Mongo, obviously.
Yeah, if you have super baggy jeans and you
Yes.
get
Totally.
out of a grind switch,
Yeah,
and then
totally.
you start pushing Mongo, that's cool.
Exactly. So that's a great example. You don't know what that means, but yeah,
Yeah, I agree though.
totally.
You get it. My screen name was Baker Habitat 001
On what?
On what?
on AIM. AIM.
Totally.
Yeah, AIM.
Mine it was like Freak Show something.
Whoa.
Because I was like, I'm a badass.
Mine was Ethan.com, no A. Ethan.com.
Was it like the actual
Ethan.
dot?
No, DOTCOM.
Cool.
Ethan.com.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is sad.
It was a premonition for where I
actually-
was leading in life.
Right, it would have aged. It did age really well.
Yeah.
ultimately.
I probably
Freak
should have
Show,
committed to that.
Up
actually.
until now, I think we're entering an era where admitting to your username being Freak Show is like cool, but I had to ride a long wave before I could be honest about that. Whereas Ethan.com, I think, has aged well in like the past 10 years. You could have that be like your Instagram handle now.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that actually.
I actually should have, I think committed to that and made that my brand from when I was 4.
Yeah. They let you online when you were 4.
Okay, not 4.
Chico like didn't have like
10?
cell signal or like Wi-Fi until like
I
3 years
just
ago.
I had a cell phone when I was 10.
You
Get out.
see little
Get the
bitch.
fuck out.
I lived in New York City. Paloma, when did you get your first phone? New York City girl.
I was like 11 or 12.
11 or 12.
Thank you.
Where in the city though?
Morningside Heights.
Whoa.
Morningside Heights.
That's fun. That's uptown, y'all.
Yeah. But I mean,
Missing that.
I'm walking around the city. I'm
I haven't
going
been
out to
north
lunch.
of
I need a phone.
42nd Street. Or no, honestly, no. I haven't been north of like 9th Street
Eva?
since like 2020.
9th Street. Oh my God.
I'm like not going north of there.
Brooklyn girl.
Yeah. I'm going to the AMC Village East or whatever.
Which one's that? Near Union.
Oh yeah.
That's the good one.
Remember that one.
People are like Regal Union Square, and it's like you are a fucking plebeian loser. No, real New Yorkers. We're going to the AMC 2 blocks away, y'all.
No, that Regal is trash.
I saw 28 Years Later, the first of like 19 times, at that AMC Village East near Zach Cherry from Severance.
Severance.
And also various UCB shows I saw in 2015.
Wow.
Back when I was still going to those.
Yeah. UCB East. Remember that?
Yes, but I
Fun
was
there.
only
Next to the
really
D'Agostino's?
going there when like forced at gunpoint. Because it was like mildly less convenient for me. And I was like,
Right.
I like lived off the 2.
Oh yeah.
You know New York.
I sure do.
You lived there.
And
I lived there also a
baby.
very long time.
how
many
long?
years?
9.
I guess 9 too.
Whoa.
I think about that 9,
Totally.
8, 9.
That was 2015 to last year.
Oh
Last year.
yeah. Wow.
You've only been here a year?
Yeah, like last January is when I like full time was here.
So much has happened to you.
I know, all bad, y'all.
Bad stuff.
But I
guys.
persevere
Yes.
due to my strength.
Can you skate now? Do you still skate?
I still skate. So when I got here, I didn't have a car.
yeah.
I was like, well, I can bring my board. So I was skating as transit and getting rides.
That's insane.
And that was not good.
He almost tried to
And
skate
then-
here, and I was like, you don't understand this hill.
Okay, well, so now that I got my
Wow.
car's out of commission, I'm back into it. But I will say I do skate as transit frequently. Like
That's
if I'm going-
amazing. I really never do that.
You got to be doing it. It also, cars will typically try to not hit you. Not always.
Typically.
But oftentimes, if you go against traffic, it is like safe-ish.
Right.
My thing about skating also is it would be cool to be able to bike places. That's not a reality in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Skateboarding somehow feels safer. And it's less obtrusive because you don't have to deal with locking shit up. You just like
Yeah.
bring it with you.
It's true.
I do look like a man whore when I do it, but that's no problem. I can skate. So I'm in Atwater. I'll skate like if I'm meeting friends in Atwater, and I will sometimes skate to like Silver Lake, which means I have to go across that overpass thing,
Yes.
or like Echo Park, but that's kind of crazy because then I have to go up the crazy hills or whatever.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it is not ideal with LA being, I would say, almost Himalayan,
Oh, sure.
but I make it work. And there was a period of time where I was like it's almost a funny bit that I'm going out drinking at parties and then having to skate like 6 miles home.
Crazy.
That's
That
it.
is,
I would say for like
of all of your tendencies, that's your biggest straight boy habit. I
Thank
think.
you.
Yeah, that's-
But the thing
Getting
is, I don't
drunk and
actually-
like running away from a party.
it's so good.
Drunk guys love to be like, I'm gonna walk home, and it's like
Yes.
8 miles.
There's like that Silent Hill clip that people keep posting or whatever. Yeah.
Is
You
that
know what I'm talking about?
No.
That's a video game that people have been posting a meme clip from
Right.
of like, you know, that weird sound effect when it's like a guy walking through like the dark city that's like completely empty.
No, but I can imagine. I can
You've
imagine.
legit seen it.
I can imagine.
And I say that with so much compassion in my heart and no attack.
Should we do top?
So
Wait,
yeah.
so what did they post that meme about leaving parties? About,
Yes. About
straight guys
running away
running
from
Yeah,
parties?
guys being like when I need to leave the party and it's like
Right.
it's a clip from Silent Hill.
Gotcha.
Typically.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time in high school.
Yeah.
Just get like
What's the you just want to like get away from it all?
wasted, and then you know what it was? It was I was
You couldn't drive.
finally conscious of how I felt.
Oh God.
No, this was like a particularly dark period, like in
Right.
a certain year of high school,
Right.
where
What
I was
year?
like senior year.
Totally.
Yeah.
You being a certain year of high school, like what clarity does a certain year of high school have?
Well,
But
I just wanted to reassure you that this was not my entire high school experience.
Right.
This was
you
like
were a little
few
angel, like
months.
95%.
Yeah. I was.
Totally.
a pretty
Wait, had you been
high
like dumped
schooler.
prior to this?
What?
Had you been dumped? What was like
What
the
was
cause
leading
of
you
the-
to
It was-
understand
Yeah, where was this
your
ennui
emotions?
originating
Well,
from?
if you gotta, I mean, the truth is, it was in the wake of a divorce.
You got divorced at 16.
I got divorced. It was really hard for the kids. I mean, it
Yes.
was just, it was
can't
tearing them
imagine.
apart.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
And you just kind of
Did you get like
realized
2
had
Christmases?
emotions.
Oh my god, are you Jewish? Do you get 2 Hanukkahs?
well, no, I mean, I did. I was raised Jewish.
Totally. Is that a thing?
And
Because you know how
2
like Christian
Hanukkahs?
kids will get 2 Christmases?
No way.
I get
that
0
doesn't sound
now.
very Jewish.
Oh, your parents divorced?
Even but like
Every
even
New
immediately
York
after the
couple
divorce,
gets divorced as fuck when they're like 50
I
something.
heard it's at 60% now. Not New York couples.
In
All
general?
marriages are at 60% get divorced now.
That's fine.
Interesting.
Crazy. Think about that's so terrifying. Sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's like
I
so
didn't mean to say
not.
that. It's
Yeah.
not. To
Wait,
you?
did you grow up like being like, I want to get married?
I did. I wanted kids.
It wasn't legal, you stupid bitch.
I didn't
How
know that
dumb
when I
are
was
you?
a kid.
Oh my god.
I didn't know what legality was or that I was gay.
You didn't know what laws were? You were in New York.
I didn't know what marriage was. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what gay was. Get off my back.
You're fucked when you go back to New York. When you don't have me looking out for you, educating you.
Imagine getting married and then having it end.
I've seen a lot of
God.
movies where that happens, so I don't have to imagine.
Marriage story.
Yes.
I think that's it.
That's the only one. Right. Carol. Because Harge
Right.
keeps coming after her and he's like, don't divorce me.
Right.
She's like,
She's
"I'm
like,
gonna
I'm a
divorce you."
lesbian.
Yeah, and then she's like, I'm doing something crazy with this girl I met at the doll store.
The doll store.
Right? Wasn't that the doll store?
Or like just like the Macy's.
Oh, legit. It was at Macy's. It was at the doll counter at Macy's. Which, by the
That's
way,
right.
job that I would love to have.
You'd be so good at the doll
That-
counter at Macy's.
Imagine.
You skateboarding to your job at the
Yes.
doll
And
counter.
then making like 180K at the doll counter or whatever because
Yes.
I'm so good at sales.
My
course.
friend had a high school job of being the spritzer at the mall, like that like
Whoa.
sprays you with
Oh, yeah, yeah.
perfume as
Yeah.
you're walking by and you don't want it, and made bank.
Yeah. Well, that's also the type of thing that's like a thing that people would make jokes about for years. It's like the orange mocha frappuccino thing,
Right.
where it's like people would make jokes
Right.
about spritzers at malls
Yes.
for a long time. And it's like, I bet that's an honorable, noble job
Yeah.
that people in the Middle Age, like the
Middle Ages.
people in the medieval era would have killed to have that job.
Absolutely.
And you're going to fucking dunk on it because
Yes.
you
Right.
think that it's a frilly.
Well, it is annoying.
No, it's not.
I don't want to get spritzed.
I'm sorry that I'm
Wait,
coming into
I-
the mall with an open mind. and
I
an
have
open
never
nostril.
experienced getting like
spritzed?
sprayed at not consensually.
They
that
do it like
happen? They're,
in,
like,
in
as
your
you're walking
vicinity.
by?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
for you to like
It's a
spray
you
it
thing.
as you
It's a
walk
you
by.
thing. They're like,
Yeah.
"We don't fuck with
He
him."
does
This
not
guy
want
does
this.
not.
Obviously, he does not have the sauce.
Clearly.
Should we do our topics?
Yeah.
Dumb down.
Okay,
Wait, what is the structure? You just educate us, and we
Yeah.
ask you questions.
pretty much.
Okay, cool.
I bring up a topic. I know a little bit about it. I've done a little bit of research.
What if
but
we know more?
That'd be actually excellent.
Okay, keep going.
But generally the way it works is I kind of have like more like a pop cultural, maybe lowbrow topic. Ben has more of a highbrow philosophical concept. topic, and we educate each other on these things. Mine is something in the trends right now called performative males. Do we know about this?
I saw one reel that was a San Francisco competition of performative males. Is
Yes.
this what you're talking about?
Yeah. Have you
Okay.
seen this?
No.
It's like another way to put like Silver Lake guy. Like it's the guys with like the carabiner and the tote bag, like the
that.
Mubi tote bag,
I don't do
and
that.
like the bell hooks book and a matcha.
This. Actually, you keep going.
Okay, and the current kind of like like before I form an
Stealing
opinion.
yourself, yeah.
No. Well, okay.
This is kind of the inversion of how you were describing yourself, actually.
It is. It's actually
Interesting.
You're completely right. It is straight guys who are softening themselves, but I think it feels
Well, it's a T-level issue.
right. It's because of the microplastics. It's maybe I think it's being presented as something that is being done kind of inadvertently maliciously, or like that like these guys are doing it in order to get girls and like be like, oh look, I'm a soft artistic
Right.
boy, when like truthfully it's like they've just learned how to like put a tote bag on and like wear a shirt that is like
Right.
cute and baggy.
Can I do a quick timeout?
Yeah,
Please.
The criticizing men for wearing tote bags thing has been ceaseless since like 2013, and it is so funny to see it take like new shapes and people point to it as like a new thing. that
What
people
was
are
it
doing.
before?
I mean, it was like before, way back in like 2008 when people were still making like the like mustache tattoo kind of like critiques or whatever.
Bacon.
Tote bags were like of that era as well, and it was like the men are becoming feminine to sleep with the girls.
Right. Do you think that it's
And-
just a critique of femininity?
I think it is.
And like that our men should not be effeminate?
Well, it's also there's an element of it too where it is them emulating lesbian culture.
Yes.
Which is in itself already like a kind of appropriating stuff from other cultures as well, and kind of like the appropriating Carhartt.
Right,
Of it
it's
all.
a-
So it's like this weird.
it's a funhouse mirror.
It's like a pretzel-esque like exchange of like stylistic cues that were once linked to like cultures.
straight men, but like I think at the heart of it is all no, because if we're saying it's lesbians who are like mimicking like rugged straight dudes and guys who are mimicking like rugged lesbians but still keeping the effeminacy, it is like no one's doing anything like anyone else. It's also
We need
jumbled.
to do a new Tower of Babel situation where we prevent different communities that are dissimilar from each other from communicating for at least I think 300, 400 years. And then if we create these silos and successfully enforce it, we will have a diverse and vibrant America, or
Right.
whatever is there
So
then.
true.
No problems going back together.
Genuinely, we will finally have like, a new musical genre, or like, oh my god, people are doing new things with their pants. Finally, we need that, and we need to also like, I think dialects would come back. People would
Right.
bring back because you obviously don't have a New York accent. No offense.
Oh my god, get over it.
it's crazy.
You don't either.
No, I don't.
No.
Yeah, but she's from
I-
like,
but
Morningside Heights.
I was
which
also
feel like
saying-
that's like learned.
I was saying like I'm upset that I don't like have like New York slang anymore either. Like I don't say
Give me
dead
chopped
ass or,
cheese,
like-
buddy.
Yeah, I don't say give me a chopped cheese, buddy. I don't
The
say
way
I'm
that
walking
the chopped
here.
cheese, by the way, somehow like triumphed over all of the other sandwiches at bodegas to be like
Yeah, exactly.
the
I
authentic.
got
It's like
shit to
I
speak
have
on that.
never seen a soul ever order a chopped cheese.
Yeah.
I think it just sounds nice to say. People are like, let me remember that.
And it's because it was like cheap and like at every bodega and be like, it's so New York. Then it's
Right.
like
And it's like, that's the worst order.
Yeah,
Right.
it's actually dog
If
shit.
I
Right.
see you ordering a chopped cheese, I will legit remove my earrings and start shooting you dead.
no, it's bad. Have you been to Bodega Park in LA? Here?
Yes. Can I say the most meager serving of food in my life? It was legit under 50 calories. It was like those like diet like Chips Ahoy bags that are so small that you have to like look at them through like a microscope. That was what my fucking like
Shrinky dink.
$41 bacon, egg, and cheese was on a fucking
I
like
hate that.
bun that was like flaccid beyond measure. It's like put some yeast in the dough, you
I
stupid
agree.
bitch.
And it's like if
It's
you're a
crazy.
like it's taking the thing about New York bodega, like they took bodega and put it in the name.
Right.
The thing
I
about
also
that
think
that
we
is
need
nice
to
is
outlaw
like
the word bodega. I have a lot of amazing legislative ideas, and if somebody would just vote
Tower
for
of
me-
Babel.
Yeah, we legit
Shooting anyone you want to.
Like, if we have a few moral arbiters in our system, if we appoint 0.1% of Americans to be arbiters, and then that's just a title and you get a gun and like a cool outfit or something,
Everyone gets a
and you
gun.
were just set free,
I would vote for that.
I think we would see some real changes.
Absolutely.
Culturally.
Sorry,
Sorry, okay, you keep talking about your performative males. I'm sorry, I keep demeaning you.
No,
You deserve
it's
it every
okay.
single time. But
No, I do. And
Oh,
you're making
you have
good
like
points.
teen boy socks.
Yeah, these are literally my
You're
teen
wearing them
boy
inside
socks.
out.
Those are socks that you wear to like get like a 14 in the ACT.
I don't want to hide myself. No, I need to make myself bigger. I need a big man you.
sorry.
No, not at all.
You need to beat my ass. You can't. You won't.
No, I mean, I'm presenting the idea of these performative men who are being critiqued for presenting this way because the assumption is that they're doing it as a way to kind of soften themselves toward women.
Right.
I think it's like, look, I'm reading bell hooks and I'm like
Mm-hmm.
educated and I'm like artsy, but deep down they're still like gaslighty, schemy boys who just like now know how to present for a woman.
Yeah, but is that really like gonna score you the most points with women in any city?
I think
It almost,
in LA.
Can I say?
so?
I think this is a collective hallucination. I think max 30 men have ever appeared this way, and maybe only like 5 contemporaneously with
No,
the
there's a
present
lot.
day.
There's plenty.
I think you
There's
go
a
to
lot.
Zebulon on. You were just there. You got a Paloma.
there and always-
It's these men who, unlike you, it does feel like a co-opting of a bisexual soft boy thing.
What is
Yeah, but what
soft
makes-
boy in general is like that's also a hallucination.
Right.
I have yet to
And it's
see
also
one.
like gay boys aren't soft boys, but now everyone's so confusing. Pick a lane
No.
because now
Yeah.
gay boys are dressing like farmers,
Right.
and then the straight boys are dressing like. There was like a TikTok about this where it was like. You can't tell what anyone is anymore, and I think that's maybe the upset with
I can tell who everybody is.
performative males.
Is because it makes the playing field a little confusing. You don't know who to. You
It
don't know who's
is,
a partner.
and it
Feel
does sometimes. I think you can usually tell when it feels like someone is doing it as a performative element, like as a performative aspect. Like it's not true to yourself, and it is a trend
Isn't
that
everyone
you are
performing
wearing.
everything they ever do ever?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
but
I guess
sometimes it feels
the-
authentic.
The difference is
Like-
like
This doesn't feel like performance to me.
As I wear a Taekwondo t-shirt, short shorts on accident. Yeah, respect.
But sometimes I think these like Silver Lake boys that are like dressing this way, I'm like, it does feel like a trend that presents you as a. I guess I don't know an artist
As a
but, like,
fertile
it is.
partner.
Yeah,
As a virile,
As a sensitive-
stable husband.
think about all the deep down effeminate men who just dressed like macho guys for all of time.
Yes.
Right.
And now
Because
finally for
but
once.
they were
true.
being inauthentic and performative and doing things to get girls.
Carol was being
true.
inauthentic.
Don't
to
you just-
Harge.
at the baby Macy's.
Yes.
the
At
hi-
the doll store.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly.
That's what it was.
But I mean, it's just that like the hierarchy has kind of subverted. So now people are doing
That's
what they've
true.
always done. And there's
Yeah.
also there's clearly macho guys in the past who are just like macho guys.
Right.
Just like there are feminine men now who are just
Right.
feminine men.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a pitch. Brokeback
Yeah.
Mountain, but instead of them being rugged cowboys who are like putting on that air, they are both like theater directors who don't have wives.
Ooh.
Can you imagine how hard that would go? No deceit, no putting on airs.
Just like two gay guys.
Yeah, just 2 really gay guys. And maybe they're like on a mountain for some reason. We don't know.
Right, like
why.
on vacation, they're like sorting out the like the carpool
That
situation.
movie- subversion of the
That
dynamic
movie
we're
would be
discussing.
over in 15 minutes.
11 seconds of them like driving happily.
Like,
They just immediately
Totally.
fuck.
I'm really happy we did this. I do get what you're saying. I think that it's like okay, a man can be a little feminine, whatever. I think that the idea that's being done in a malicious way is probably not true. And
I
that
mean,
it's-
I get why it's annoying.
It would be
Like,
fun if it were in like a malicious way.
I
where they're
just
like,
I
"Let me
am
destroy
upset when
society," but
a straight guy has his nails painted. I'll say that.
that
much,
was
and
like
I'm
kind of
sorry.
5 years ago. That was like Harry Styles and like.
But I think it's
2020.
like kind of coming back.
When
of,
he was doing, like,
the
Robin
tote bag,
and Crew. Oh, is it?
painted nail thing, where it is like you're like using bisexuality, like kind of terms to present yourself, even if that's not who you are sexuality.
Spell that.
But no, I think like the alternative being like men being like a Joe Rogan listening like manosphere people. I think this is the better alternative. You know, good?
Dumb down.
Very briefly, Fermi paradox is like there's all fucking a bazillion planets out there, and statistically, like a lot of them are Earth-like and should be giving rise to life. So where are the aliens? That's the question.
Right.
The Fermi paradox tries to square that with a bunch of theories. Like one theory is the great filter, which is basically a proposition that as life evolves, sooner or later, they start inventing technology, and some proportion of the technology is like fatal if they invent it. It's like a black ball they pull out of a. This is another thing, but yeah, like nuclear weapons, for instance, like could have just obliterated us, and like we might get obliterated with AI, and like every
Eventually,
evolving
Every
planet.
society makes the thing that kills themselves.
Right.
That's probably how like Mesopotamians felt about the wheel. They were like, somebody stop this
Yes.
thing. Right.
Who's the first guy to die by wheel? That probably sent shockwaves to the community.
Right, they probably tried to ban
Yeah.
wheels.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Wheels are the
Nebuchadnezzar was
problem,
like,
not
"Y'all,
the
we're
people."
stopping this.
Enough with the
Wheels
wheels.
don't
yeah.
kill people.
Yeah.
People.
People kill people.
You can't hate wheels and love the wheel that kills your enemy.
Whoa.
Wow. That was like Sun Tzu as fuck.
Yeah, thanks. So that's the Fermi paradox. It's basically trying to answer
Is
the question, where are
the
the aliens?
filter like the main part of the Fermi paradox, or are there like other components?
I think there are other theories, but I think that's the main one.
Totally.
I'm not really sure what the other ones are.
So it's basically just like, yeah, there's bound to be life out there. Why haven't we seen it?
Yeah.
That is scary.
Maybe we have.
Do you have your own personal theory?
No. Well, actually, I had thought of one. Yeah,
You keep-
wait,
no, you
I
go.
want
You
to
go, you go.
Okay, I've thought of one. Maybe. I mean, we just assume we anthropomorphize these aliens. Like they're all going to be expansionists like humans. They're going to, colonize their galaxy and stuff. But like, why? Maybe they just build
chilling.
virtual
Right.
worlds and just play in their virtual worlds, and then are not really interested in like exploring deep space.
Well, even if you look at like human civilizations, my tribe, ethnic reveal, race reveal, my tribe, Yurok tribe, and many other California tribes were relatively. There were so many tribes living in California. There were like obviously were like disputes, but it was not like near the level of kind of what was happening in like the plains or like the rest of the world. And it is like so. Actually, human civilizations, many of them are like not conquest oriented.
So you think we
And-
just like largely took a wrong turn that maybe other civilizations won't have?
I don't think it's like most won't because we have no data points whatsoever.
But maybe that's your theory.
I also, it's like, who's to say that life form is like, would be consisting of like a bunch of different like discrete consciousnesses or whatever also. I also am like, it's
Totally.
not going to matter because we're going to be dead in about 15, maybe 20 years unless I get the arbiters out there.
So you got these people
Yeah.
roaming the streets with
Yes.
some guns
Yes.
Yeah.
saying, take your tote bag off. Yeah, no, they could be like,
Do you have a theory?
I definitely don't think they're here. I think some people think that aliens have come to Earth. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I think for why they're not here, I don't know.
I don't think any life form that exists in any way we would ever be able to recognize exists on any planet in the entire universe.
Period.
I think it's
I
also-
think that too. I think like the stunning lack of creativity with everyone who's like an alien researcher. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, why are you only imagining this one thing an alien can be? Yeah. What if it's just fucking like slime?
But even slime, like if we're talking like billions of stars and planets, like there is something out there that like has consciousness and intellect and the ability to build in the way that we can.
I'll believe it when I see it, brother.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to see it, so I will not be believed.
My
I'll
theory.
shoot it when I see
Yes,
it.
and one of my arbiters will take care of it the second I see
Don't
it.
worry. They'll take good care of that slime.
You come with me. I think my theory is that it's so big that it's like, why would they come here? Of all the millions and billions of places they could go, like why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we have NASCAR.
Yeah.
And I think
That
that's
would-
reason enough.
I feel like that would be something they would get. I feel like if
Yeah.
aliens exist, they're going to be like really
Right.
into our culture.
It is a
Totally.
very simple. NASCAR
Well,
is like you get it. You're looking
well,
at it.
That's how I feel about track
get
and
it.
field as well, which is
Right.
like you legit are just running fast.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
truly, there's
like the
no
oldest sport in
real
history.
rules.
Jumping high,
Yeah, exactly. You're jumping high.
throwing a ball far.
Yeah, whereas it
Yeah.
is like American football, love it. That is too complex. That is like
Yeah.
MIT level
so
STEM
true.
shit.
Shot put is the most like ancient. Like it's
Yes.
just taking a thing and throwing it.
Right. It's like
as
Totally.
far
heavy
as you
ball,
can.
strong man,
Yeah.
Totally. Or strong
Yeah.
woman.
or strong woman, or strong they,
Or strong them.
Layman.
Oh my God. So I went to the Dover 400
Uh-huh.
in May. It was Cinco de Mayo, I believe, 2019. And yeah, sometimes you just take so many gummies that it is ultimately adding up to probably like 100 milligrams or whatever, which is like, I've done like a
That
50.
would
That would
actually
fucking put
kill
me in the
me.
hospital for sure.
Genuinely.
Right. It was funny because it was like over time too. So it never felt like I was like redlining. But I think it was just like the body over time after having processed that much was like,
Redlining.
let's give you one horrible year.
Did you have a legit panic attack there?
It wasn't there. It was when we got back. It was, we went to the Dover 400. By the way, it rained out. Then we had to sit and watch because it was only sprinkling. So they had jet engines rotating around the track, sucking the moisture off of that like asphalt.
God.
And by the way, we were like, I had also had like probably 14 Keystone Lights at this point. And so we were like sitting there like, I was not okay, but
Yeah.
loving it. And it was the most deafening experience in the world.
Right.
And then the race did not happen. So then we drove back to New York, watched Tokyo Drift, which is one of the greatest movies ever made, obviously,
Yes.
for so many reasons.
So good.
And I say that, by the way, in a more advanced way than everybody on TikTok saying it. Again, I'm multiple
didn't know people were saying
rotations
that.
around.
You've been saying that.
I've been saying that for over
like-
200, 300 years.
There's a good
And
song.
Yeah, the soundtrack is swaggy. So that wasn't actually any of the songs from that. I would encourage you to revisit the soundtrack and then come back in and then edit the correct singing
Right.
after the, yes, exactly. Exactly. And then I went home after that and then immediately was not able to fall asleep for like 36 hours.
Oh my god.
So funny. And now we're good.
Whew.
Yes.
That is a spooky paradox.
Yeah, it's spooky.
Oh, I'm not
Spooky.
spooked by it. I'm like, damn,
Really?
we're just better than that. We overcame the Fermi paradox
You don't think that maybe?
thus far until we
Yeah.
get
But what if we?
So far.
Yeah, we hit the great filter.
Well, that'll be funny.
Right.
That'll be a funny
I
bit.
feel like we've almost hit it a few times. Like we've almost nuked the world, haven't
Sure.
We.
we? Me.
Have you ever shot a gun?
I have,
You shot a gun?
and
In like self-defense?
I get no like at a guy.
At a shooting range.
It was totally random act of
No.
violence, but I just wanted to kind of have at it. Yeah. Indulge in that instinct.
No, yeah, like
finally.
one of the paper things. at a
Well,
shooting
I had been
range.
thirsting for blood for
Yeah.
a long time.
Sure.
And I was like, I need to kill.
I went with one of the friends I went to the NASCAR race with, like a few months ago to LA Gun Club, and we were shooting at the hostage target. That's like with a paper that has like the hostage, and then the
Oh,
guy behind
wow.
her like holding her hostage.
Right.
gendered.
Nice.
And unfortunately, he and I both exclusively on accident pretty much shot the hostage. And it was like clean headshot, like heart. It was like she was fucked up. It's like even with the world's best doctors, if me and Colin had successfully shot her like that, there was no way to even have an open
A
casket.
single one.
It would have been closed casket within one shot.
Just does it in the fact that they have those and like so many guys are shooting, like it's such a fantasy. That,
Right.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
When
be
are
the
you
one
ever
who
going
saves an
to-
innocent
Right.
hostage. It's like,
Yes.
bro, that's not gonna happen.
Right. But it is so cool to think about.
Oh, it's
Right.
awesome.
There was a girl there who was with her boyfriend and she had like a pink gun.
Hell yeah.
And she had like pink, the pink like ear cup things that I think they gave her. I think the LA Gun Club has like women's ear cups that are all pink. And it is like, you know what? Sometimes gender is funny. And right here, it's providing me with a sense of whimsy.
Yeah.
It's like
In
like the
space.
pink NFL jerseys that they have women wear.
They don't have women in the NFL. And yet, I think your idea
No, like
is
the merch,
valid.
like the merch,
Oh, totally.
where it's just like the same thing but pink.
Right.
And it's like, you look, you're doing the man thing, but don't
Yeah.
worry, still a woman thing.
Girled it up.
Cute. We girled it up for you.
Your gun is
Yes.
pink. It makes a
My
cute
mom did. I need
noise.
to give my mom like 12 of those.
They are cute.
God, she would look so awesome.
You done?
Yeah, do we have
we
any
done?
closing thoughts? You should have a segment at the end.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
do you think you're smarter than us?
No.
You think you're dumber than us?
Yes.
Why?
I actually talked about this extensively on another podcast years ago about the dichotomy between smart, stupid people and stupid, smart people.
Yes.
And I think I'm a stupid person who has like a good memory. And I have thus been able to kind of like a hoarder almost stockpile facts and points of view that almost distract from the fact that I'm actually not forming observations myself or
But I think it takes wit to to A to C things in the way that you do, and like take something that is unrelated and tie it into the thing that is being discussed. I think that takes wit and smart.
In many cultures, it's taboo to undermine a guest like that. Okay,
Yeah, you're right.
I will
dummy,
leave it at
dummy,
that,
stupid
bitch.
idiot.
Yeah, you stupid fucking bitch. Oh, bitch.
I tried to put bitch in some script, like I think my season 4 script, and I was
Totally.
like, as an homage to you, just like someone
Thank
saying
you.
bitch. It got cut.
Did it get clocked as being me?
No.
For me, I made in Brooklyn comedy the word bitch pronounced in a very specific way that's like
Bitch.
It's a guttural thing. You have to hit it just right. And
Try it, Ben.
I really did kind of almost make it.
Wait,
Catchphrase.
can I hear you do it? Ron?
Bitch.
There's almost like an R in there.
Yes. Can I share? I'm gonna make it racial after this, but you keep going first.
Do you want me to try it?
Yeah.
Wait, can you give me it in a little
Like,
context?
You stupid fucking bitch.
Oh, you stupid fucking bitch.
You're getting the rounding, but you got to go even
Bitch.
further with it. Yeah, exactly.
Bitch.
So the vowel sound that I'm doing, I realized years into saying bitch like that, that it is a Yurok vowel sound.
Whoa.
Isn't that in my
Whoa.
tribe? There's this type of like vowel shift that happens where all of the vowels
So like downspeak you're talking about?
Yes,
Like,
but the vowels become like R sounds, and so the way that I say "bitch" or whatever is kind of like doing like a rounded. It's like a Yurok thing, which is
Whoa.
awesome from an ethnic POV.
You're doing
I
pra-
also
you're doing
basically
praxis.
the tea about me is that I adopted my entire personality and way of speaking from Roger Smith from American Dad when I was like
Right.
11.
right.
But
God, this
nobody
is
has to know about that.
It's
the
all
most
making sense.
caricature of you. American Dad is your personality template. That's so funny.
So,
Great.
yeah, I would say I'm stupider. I lost a knife, a butter knife somewhere in my house. I previously had 4 butter knives. Now I have 3. I don't know where it is. I have no idea where it fell. It's a stupid situation I'm in, and I'm deathly afraid that I'm gonna like turn
in
on
your
the ceiling
bag.
fan, and it will like Final Destination like plunge through my skull, hitting my brainstem,
That is a
killing
really
me
stupid
instantly.
fear. The fear is not stupid, but the circumstances are.
Exactly, the circumstances so dumb. Where did it go?
Imagine if that's how you died. That would be
It would
such
be
a good
cool.
way to go.
And, me being found like 9 months later, when somebody finally checks on me, they're like, "We can't even figure out how he's dead standing up, butter knife like in his brainstem,
Propped up.
Yeah, clean incision through the skull.
Thank you for coming on.
What a
Thank
treat,
you.
y'all!
First
was
guest,
great.
best guest.
Yeah, y'all can find me on the Today Show every
In the
7 a.m.
in the background, cheering on Hoda.
on NBC, y'all. Yes.
Do you have anything to promote? Do you have any shows?
I have a show coming up October 28th with Sean O'Connor at Nico's called One Off. It's our second One Off.
Hell
Film.
The joke of One Off, which might be called Two Off this time, is that we're doing it repeatedly.
Ah, fun.
Look at that.
So think about that. Buy your tickets when it goes up, which should be in the next 2 to 3 months.
Boom.
and you-
Nico's, you heard it here.
Your Instagram will be in the bio somewhere.
Yeah.
What is it? It's at dash
Wait,
Turner.
It'll be at Disturbia 2007 film.
Right. Sorry.
That is my Instagram handle.
Yay.
Thanks,
That's
man.
a wrap.
Dumb down.
Dumb down.